welcome to the video everybody. Today we're going to be playing the top 5 best boss bandit decks in all of Clash Royale, and I'll be showing you how to play each and every one of them, and giving you guys the best tips for the boss bandit, and how to play it. Kicking it off at number 5 guys, we have this Mega Knight boss bandit deck. I think it is really good right now because, you know, you can have the bandit in this deck. This deck used to have the bandit over the boss bandit. Okay, quit BMing me buddy. But anyways, yeah, this deck used to have the normal bandit over boss bandit, but I think the boss bandit is quite a bit better because it just allows you to build up absolutely massive pushes and really good counter pushes as well that your opponent sometimes just cannot do absolutely anything to defend. So this deck does just absolutely amazing with the overwhelm potential. We do get our prince right to the tower. This guy might actually regret BMing me a little bit too early. His lumberjack may get a bit of damage though. I could musketeer on this, but I think I'll just go for my wall breakers. Hopefully that ends up being the right play. Tell me that dies. Wait, tell me that dies. Okay, let's boss bandit here, guys. I heard boss bandit does really well against prince. Yeah, look at that. I heard if you have ability with the boss bandit, you can actually take pretty much no damage on it against a charging prince. This boss bandit could take the tower here if it doesn't play anything. Yo, hold up, that might just take the whole tower. There goes your tower, buddy. Quit BMing, man. Why are you BMing me? You're losing. Let's give this guy a tier with the rag. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. He's saying nope. Imagine. I'll get my musketeer going in the back right here. I might even just go in for a prince or something soon. Okay, he does play his giant. I think I'll just go for a prince right here. Hopefully he doesn't play anything that can kill my prince too quickly. He does play the bomber at the bridge. Hopefully bats kill it. No, how is that on my tower? There's no way that reached that far though. No, there's no way that reached that far though. Like, how is that thing splashing my tower still? Wow. Okay, I'm not in a great spot. Maybe this guy was actually correct in BMing me. Hopefully we can come back right here, guys. We're going to need to get some crazy boss bandits off. I will say, guys, this has to be one of the easiest boss bandit decks to play in the whole game, so if you're looking for an easy one, this might be the best deck for you to play, but we're going to have some really good decks upcoming here soon as well, so stay tuned for that. Also, yes, I know there's going to be some people saying, like, oh, this guy's underleveled cards. It doesn't even matter, man. He has the most filthy broken deck in the game. This guy could have level 2 cards, and we wouldn't really feel too bad for him. He actually is probably dead right here. He's giving the Ram Rider remote. Boss Bandit does completely take out this guy's tower, and he might go in for something here, but we have our evolved Mega Knight, so probably will be to no avail. Yeah, he's giving up. Alright, good game. Coming in as the 4th best boss bandit deck in Clash Royale, we have this evolved recruits boss bandit spam deck with the Hog Rider. I'm kind of ashamed to call this deck a Hog Rider deck, but these recruits players genuinely have been doing pretty good with the Hog Rider in this deck recently, so we're using it up in here. And I think the boss bandit will be quite great in a deck like this, guys, because people are just going to be constantly overwhelmed by the recruits and stuff like that, and you just play the boss bandit right behind them, and your opponent probably will really struggle to defend it while they're so overwhelmed by everything else. So that's pretty much the strategy to this deck, is just to overwhelm your opponent with a bunch of spam, and then from there you just get your boss bandit going behind your stuff, and your opponent just gets, yeah, so cluttered by stuff that they really can't defend properly. The recruits here actually probably could get some pretty good value because this guy did waste a lot of his good cards, so we could firecracker this side and maybe get a boss bandit here soon if we feel like it. Yeah, I think we can actually go for it kind of aggressively, just because the fisherman is getting tanked for, and his left side is also getting tanked for a little bit as well. I think I'll actually pop my ability here. Not really sure if that'll do anything. I don't really know. Wait, kill that, kill that? Yo! Oh, that could have got on the tower. He does cycle the hunter in the back, guys, so I kind of want to go for Hog Rider wall breakers, but I think I just will play my lone wall breakers to not be too aggressive, because I know this guy can punish me pretty quickly if I make the wrong play. I'll go for my Goblin Gang here, kind of splitting it to make sure that it can defend the ghost to the best of its ability. Hunter does get one hit on my tower. Wow, I can't believe it got so much damage. It's kind of insane how Hunter could still get 600 damage from that far away to the tower. Spear Goblins do chip away a little bit at the tower, and I honestly don't know what this guy's thinking with going for an RG in the back against recruits, but you do you. Oh, the Evo Hunter. Okay, you know what? That kind of makes sense, actually. Evo Hunter's like the one thing that can bail this guy out of his current situation. We could get our arrows going right here, and that should kill the guards pretty much, along with our recruits as well. Wait, ability, ability? No! No! I got netted, man. I popped my ability, but I went into the net, apparently. Let's go for the guards right here. Hopefully we're not going to take a crazy amount of damage. I think we are going to take a crazy amount of damage. Man, RG is kind of hard to stop in this deck because in order to have the boss bandit in it, we do take out the Mighty Miner, which is one of our big DPS cards in the deck. But I feel like the Boss Bandit does do quite a good amount of DPS on its own right, so I think we'll be okay. We can just go for a Hog Rider like this, kind of trying to space it out just a little bit from the Hunter. Come on, Hog Rider. We do get one hit there, guys. That's actually pretty huge. We can pop our ability. Come on. Wait, that was actually a great ability. Get on the tower. Get on the tower. No way. Wait, that's not enough damage, though, guys. That was unfortunately just barely not enough damage. But we do have our evolved wall breakers, which I feel like are going to be really hard for him to stop. So I think here we can probably just go for a Hog Rider Evo wall breakers. And this guy has absolutely no way to stop it. I feel like the Boss Bandits really ran this guy thin in this match and just allowed all of our cards to get so much damage. We take a very nice win. I think the third best Boss Bandit deck in Clash Royale has to be this Pump Bridge Spam deck. This deck was actually really good in the last season. Just the Pump is actually a very good card that can get you a lot of value, and the Boss Bandit is very expensive, so you kind of need something that can generate you positive elixir trades like the Pump can pretty much always consistently do, unless you're facing something like a Hog Earthquake player. And I feel like Earthquake really is not that common, especially in this meta. Earthquake decks don't really seem to be doing that well, so I think it's the perfect time to run a bridge spam deck like this. And even if you do face Earthquake, you could still get so much value just not really playing your Pump and just using your other bridge spam cards instead to overwhelm your opponent. This guy right here does have a Mortar deck, which might be kind of hard to break through, but if there's any way we're going to break through, it's probably going to be using our Pump, and maybe our Boss Bandits can get some crazy lineups, so we'll have to see about that. He does go for the Mother Witch. Didn't really expect a Mother Witch out of him, but I don't think it's going to do that much against our deck. And guys, the Boss Bandit ability is pretty interesting to me still. I feel like it's not the best ability or anything like that. It doesn't really do a crazy amount, but at the same time, the nice thing about it, though, is just the fact that you can kind of reposition your Boss Bandit into the proper position that you want in order to just get the most value out of it. So I guess there definitely is some use just in that alone. Hold up, my Evo Barbs might actually get some good value right here. Okay, never mind. Dude, if he had Princess Tower, that would have been Tower Down, but Cannoneer takes 0 damage. Wow. And just like that, I kind of blew my entire elixir lead. Okay, not really looking the best right now, guys, but I think we're going to be okay still. The defensive battle ram will actually do a decent job here against the cannon cart. Should hopefully die. Kind of an aggressive Mother Witch out of this guy. I think I'll just go for my Boss Bandit in the back. I feel like there's no reason not to. I do want to get to my Evo Musketeers soon as well. Definitely going to help us break through with some of our stuff here soon. Wow, that one-shots the Mother Witch. That is pretty broken. Even just doing a little bit more damage than the Bandit really does allow the Boss Bandit to get some pretty crazy interactions off. We can even go for the Heal Spirit right here. Oh, it didn't even connect right there. Could have been pretty big for us. Okay, I might have messed up on the timing right here a little bit, going for a Pump right as he spams that. He calls the good game. Buddy, I have arrows back in cycle already. That is not good game. This guy really thought he was going to take my tower right there. There is no way. Also, guys, I think a common theme you guys may have noticed is that all of the decks so far have had the Dagger Duchess tower. The reason why is because Boss Bandit, as I said before, is just so expensive, so you pretty much need to have some sort of way to get good elixir trades in order to be able to play it properly. But I will show you guys some decks here soon that don't actually use the Dagger Duchess tower. I will pop my ability right here. We do get the charge on the Rat Skull, and then, yeah, pretty nice ability there. We have a pretty healthy Boss Bandit right now. He does play the Barbs. I feel like there's no point for us to ability right now, so yeah, I didn't go for it. Musketeers should deal with this pretty nicely. Then we can go for a Ghost up high, and that should pull back the Barbarians. I might even just go for this here. Yeah, I think it's worth it. We're just going to pretty much try to overwhelm this guy all at once, so then we can get a sneaky Boss Bandit up in here as well. Unfortunately, the Mother Witch is going to be pretty pesky to get him those piggies to distract my units right here and stuff, but I don't know. We're doing okay. Kind of hard to get through right now, but that was actually a pretty nice ability. Okay, that was such a good ability right there, guys. Look at that. Yo, the Boss Bandit is going crazy. What the heck? Yo, it's on the tower. Guys, the Boss Bandit genuinely just went crazy right there. He did not expect my ability. We get another set of Barbs here going at the bridge, and Musketeer probably will just take the win. Wow, that was nice. Coming in at number 2, we officially have a non-Dagger Duchess Boss Bandit deck. We have this Mortar deck. I feel like this Mortar bait deck pretty much will recycle the best champions in a row. Like, basically it'll go from the Skeleton King being the best champion in this deck to the Goblin Stein to Skelly King again, and then now it's changing to the Boss Bandit. So, you know, I think the Boss Bandit is actually going to be pretty solid in this deck. This deck is really aggressive compared to a lot of other Miner Cycle decks, and being an aggressive Miner deck, I feel like you could get so much value out of the Boss Bandit, just pairing it with like the Miner, pairing it with the Bats, with the Goblin Gang, everything like that. I will actually play my Mortar right here kind of aggressively. Accidentally played it one tile too high, but it should be okay. We do have our Cannon Cart supporting here, so That's why I think this could get us some pretty good value. If I played it a little bit lower, our tower could have helped out earlier, but I feel like our mortar still would have died either way, so I'm not too worried about this, actually. Boss Bandit should get some pretty good chains here on everything he has, so I think that's quite nice. Wait a minute, guys. Do we just spam the bridge right now? I feel like he might not have anything. I don't know what he has. Oh, he does get the recruits down. This guy's deck is actually really weird. I don't exactly know what I'm looking at, to be honest. Wait, that's gonna dash on the bomber. We can even pop our ability to make it go invisible, retargeting onto the cannon cart, which allows the boss bandit to get on the tower and absolutely thwack it away.
A few moments later.
Hold up, let me miner here on defense? Wait, there's no way. What? How? Guys, we're back. I don't know how I just lost my tower. How did I do that? Literally, how did I just do that, guys? I may have just had the choke of the century. What? Tell me I can still win. I'm gonna lose it if I lose. Okay, I know I'm gonna lose if I lose, but like, I'm gonna lose it if I lose. Holy moly, I can't believe that Ramrider took my tower at the last second, man. I was gonna cut the game just to the, you know, next one. But then I just lost my tower out of nowhere. Let me go for defensive mortar right here. Ramrider is absolutely broken. We need to nerf Ramrider again, in my opinion. Mortar does get some good value right here, actually. He does go for a Stein right in the pocket. Arrows do actually miss the everything. Bro, we need the big arrows back. How did that miss? Guys, I don't know what I'm doing right now. Call an ambulance. Actually, you know what? Not for me. Call an ambulance for this guy, because my Evo Mortar's about to kick his butt and take his whole tower. We could get our arrows going right here. This guy is in trouble. I didn't choke the game almost. That was just part of the script. And I think it's going to work out pretty well for us. We could go for another mortar, keep on spamming this guy. Boss Bandit is doing some good work here. He does get the Evo cage to pull it in, though, unfortunately. I mean, as long as we be careful of the Ramrider, I think we'll be okay. Okay, hold up. Yo, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Wait. Okay, I think we're okay. Kill that. Kill that! I was going to say if that charged. He probably does have a Ramrider back in cycle, guys, so we're just going to have to boss Bandit here, block up the lane. And then now we can just go for the Evo Mortar, and no matter where he plays the Ramrider, he should have no time, right? There's no way he has enough time. Man, you really thought you could beat me, didn't you, Gohan? You really thought, but nah. Now, guys, the #1 boss bandit deck, the best boss bandit deck in Clash Royale, I think has to be this Minor Poison Cycle deck. It just seems like such a natural fit to have the boss bandit up in here because you just have so many things to pair it with, so many things to pressure with, and also, I think the 3-card cycle is so valuable with Minor Poison decks, and the boss bandit does give you the 3-card cycle for quite a long time. Like, you know, if you play a Little Prince or something, as a lot of people do in Minor Poison, then it can just kind of die really quickly, right, to spells and all that kind of stuff, but Boss Bandit does actually take quite a while to die, and obviously there's other cards like Mighty Miner that take a while to die as well, but when you have Boss Bandit, you can also even press that ability to stay alive for longer, which the Mighty Miner can't do. Obviously Mighty Miner can switch lanes, but that's not quite the same as, you know, just going backwards like the Boss Bandit, and the Boss Bandit can go backwards not once, but actually twice. This ability here probably will actually be pretty decent. We can even go for a second one if we have to, but I don't know if we have to here. Oh, that might die. Dang it, man. If I logged like a second earlier, that could have been a connection. He goes for the split gang in the back, guys. I am fearing for a potential recruits at the bridge right now. Yeah, of course he would do that. We do have our Evo bats for this side, though, so I think we'll probably be fine. Hopefully that one wall breaker is able to not connect. Okay, then. Well, it's okay. We have our king up now, so we'll be okay. I'll play my boss bandit in the back right now because this guy did waste his recruits. He's probably already back to them pretty much, but... Okay, yeah, now he's back to them. But I still feel like this could get some value. If he goes for the recruits right here, I don't really care too much about that. I'm fine with that. Yeah, he does go for the Mighty Miner. Okay, well... I think with our ability, we're going to be able to force out at least something. Maybe the whole recruits from him. Yeah, we do force out the whole recruits right there on just a boss bandit. I mean, I say just a boss bandit, it is 6 elixir, but still, that was actually pretty nice, I would say. I don't know if I could stop these wall breakers right here. I could log, but I feel like it's not really worth it, since we already took a lot of damage on the other side anyways. Very nice cannon right there. He wasted the arrows, so we could go for a miner and some bats. And guys, once we get to double and triple elixir, boss bandit will get even more strong in this deck. I feel like boss bandit is especially a good double and triple elixir card. It's not always as good in single elixir, but later in the game, it definitely does get a lot of value. We can actually just go for a Boss Bandit right here, and I think our Boss Bandit should be able to take out the Mighty Monitor with the help of an Ice Spirit. Okay, just pop the ability. He may try to go for something fancy here. We'll see, though. He might even try to get his King up or something like that, but hopefully not. Okay, nice. We do get the connection there. Beautiful. We have our Evo Cannon, too, if we even need it, so this guy cannot really do too much right now. I'm going to try to hold on to my Evo Cannon for just a little bit. Maybe we could get a nice Boss Bandit here off to the side to snipe the Dark Goblin, and then we just go for a Miner, keep on using our 3-card cycle, and I think we're going to find ourselves in a pretty good spot. I could Evo Cannon here soon, but I'm kind of just holding off a little bit. Boss Bandit does force out the extra wall breakers there pretty nicely. Yo, we're doing so well right now. We're getting so many of our miners off on the tower from the Boss Bandit 3-card cycle, and I think that is game over. That is a very nice win.